Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm here live in Largo, Florida at DK Farms for Fearville, halfway to Halloween. It's a cool celebration. We got invited out here. We're gonna learn about what's coming up. Maybe they'll give us a little bit of a teaser. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what's coming for the 2026 haunt season. I came out here last year for the first time. So scary, so I'm super excited to see what they're doing this year. Anyways, let's go check out the event, and if you guys are ready, let's go have some spooky fun. Check this out, they do Krampus here. Oh, I did not know that. First Friday and Saturday night of December. How do you call a goat?
Say, come here.
Come here. It is an official goat crossing. This is not what I was expecting when I first got here.
Are we allowed these pets?
Yes, it's petty. They will look. As soon as they heard that, they're gone. This is how we're greeted today. A bunch of goats. Hi, new friend. Oh, this is so country. I love this. Welcome to the farm, y'all.
Whoa.
Nice meeting you. I like your vine. It's growing.
I tried now!
I saw sparks. Oh my god.
Please don't let me stay here. Check out that eyeball. Please stay here. I can't. You can't leave me here alone.
What the heck is that? No. Anything with more than 2 legs on it. They look like scared. He's dying. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Just a little.
I got lost. That's what happened. I'm gonna go this way.
Why not stay with me?
It's okay. Maybe later I'll come and say hi. I'll say bye.
Why? You can stay.
I'll think about it.
Like when I say this, but Fern, can you remove your head? There he is. Johnny Depp. Yes, Johnny Depp is here at Fearville. This is Mac Ralston, one of our best character actors at Fearville, who has been a character actor here for many years now. Yes. So Mac here, he has run haunts for Fearville. He has been the designer and operator of the Hayride in 2023, Port Chum, and then he also did Shelter 16, the zombie campground trail in 2024. He has since retired from haunt designing, at least for the time being. That doesn't mean he's not going to come back. For now. He keeps telling me, I'm going to do a haunt again someday, so I'm holding him to it. But right now he's our character actor. He was here with us every single night last season as the goat priest in the front of the Church of Eden's Grove. The first scare when you walk in, and he did a killer job. He's one of our best scare actors for sure, and he's always so dedicated to it, so we're happy to have him. And last but not least, I'm going to welcome up David Koenig, the farm owner. Wow. This is DK himself. So he's basically to thank for this whole operation, of course. I'm not going to sit, it's fine. So this is David, who did not know he was going to be a part of the panel, but he is, and he's going to have a good time. So David, obviously he oversees DK Farms, but also during Fearville, he specifically runs the Hayride. So I supply him with the costumes and stuff, but he is all up on the Hayride's operations, and he always does a killer job. And actually, last year, he stepped in a lot of nights and did some acting on the Hayride. I think he had, oh, you were there every night. Oh, nice. So he had actually that pumpkin mask over there, if you see it on that table, that really cool pumpkin mask. He was that guy a lot of times last year, and he had the chainsaw. So that's how you know Fearville's really a homegrown, passionate haunt, is when the owner of the farm is stepping in to take on the job every night. So I think that is wonderful. I'm going to have each of them introduce themselves a little bit more. So I'm going to start with David because he owns this place.
Yeah, 2020, we decided October was our best season, so we definitely wanted to start moving on to haunts. And so once we got through COVID, it was definitely time to get started on doing haunts here. COVID was really the launch of this entire place. We killed it during COVID, so we really kind of moved it towards for 2021 was really the big hoorah to make what we see is today. Already we were supposed to have next door. That hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. But Fearville now is our best ticket event of the year. So right now, October in general is a third of our entire year in sales. But Fearville will be, especially for now that we're going to really amp up this year, will be our best event of the year. So definitely want to crank it out. So that's why we finally brought back. We did the hayride for 1 year. And it's hard logistically for drivers and getting enough staff. So we killed it, and then everybody complained that there wasn't a hayride for 2023. So once we didn't do it for 2024, I was like, wait a second. So we definitely brought it back. So we had the old-fashioned tractor that kind of really amped up for 2025, right? No, 2025. And that was really successful. The problem for the hayride, though, unlike the trails, is that the hayride can only take a certain capacity in a certain amount of time. So, most everybody was here for last year. If you guys were here for the last 2 weekends, especially, we had an hour and 45-minute wait for the hayride, which to us as a guest is not what we want. So that's obviously why we doubled up on a second wagon. We still got to do some work on. It'll be the exact same route and pretty much almost the exact same concept. But unfortunately, what happened last year is after our third weekend, the county came, which has never ever happened before in the last 5 years, and they came and cleaned out the entire canal, which all of the tall grass that we used for the scares was down as nothing. So literally for 3 days, we had to try to come up with new obstacles that we've never created, so that we could do the haunt. So that was kind of like the most drama of the entire event, was that all of our electrical and most of our lighting was all shredded by the machines, and we had to rebuild the haunt in 3 days, and it kind of sucked. But unfortunately, and the manager of the county was really upset, and they apologized. But it is what it is for this year. So hopefully that won't ever happen again. I talked to you guys about it earlier. That's just kind of a traumatizing thing for me, because that was like my whole haunt. It is what it is, but we added the second wagon, so hopefully we can slow down a little bit on getting everybody up and on, because I was trying to get them off as fast as possible. If you attended the hayride, yes, I was the pumpkin guy, so obviously I was getting everybody off, then hiding, scaring, then when the hayride came back, jumping on it, scaring, coming back to unload everybody off, and then start all over again. So it was a lot. So with the 2 wagons, we're obviously going to have to change up our theme and how we do it a little bit. So that's going to be 2 of me to do something like that. So we'll see how that goes, but it's a lot of fun. I also have to be the backup tractor driver in case they don't show up. So last year was wonderful. 2023 was one of the problems, is that tractor guy showed up drunk, and that can't happen because it's going to be in the canal if that happens. So now that we have 96 people, our goal is to try to do about 96 people every 15 minutes. So if that's the case, we should be able to accommodate 2 tractor rides. The ride itself is about 7-8 minutes. So if we could try to make that moving pretty quickly, that's our goal for hayride. Overall space, we're going to do putt-putt. We're going to do neon this year. So we're going to advertise and create where the putt-putt is black light mini golf. So we're going to have new black light balls, and then we'll put black lights everywhere. So that will be the new thing this year. Or hopefully have any extra animatronics that we have that don't make any sense for the themes this year. We'll throw into the golf course, so that kind of helps for another thing to people to do. So we'll do blacklight mini golf as a new thing this year. We've tried different things. While I have the microphone, raise your hand. Is there anything that you would like to see for Fearville when it comes to possible entertainment or things to do, other than obviously the haunt concepts? Does there anybody have a suggestion? Peer pressure. All right, cool. Well, that means we're doing our job so far. That means you like what we're doing. That's cool. Oh, wait, right.
For the infestation, the insect thing, are you gonna have insects available maybe for people to touch, or tarantulas, or something like that?
Oh, for the scare zone.
I guess this is our segue to Lindy then.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I did play around with the idea of having edible crickets.
Yeah.
So I have played around with the idea of adding some kind of sensory experience. I don't know how practical it is to have live creatures, but I'll consider it. I'll give it back to you, but there's another question.
Yes.
For the mutant insects, are you gonna have like silly spray for like the insects to like spray onto people and stuff?
That's a surprise for later.
I'll have to ask my
Yeah.
insurance agent about that one.
Probably.
Battery and harassment, so that would have to be. We
Waiver.
have to figure out legally what we are allowed to do.
You're gonna do it.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Okay.
You could have like a lanyard and stuff of like get sprayed or get scared or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so we Screamageddon does that, which is pretty cool. We have definitely considered that for sure. The problem, especially for the hayride, is we're not paying attention to what you're wearing. So I'm just gonna put a sign that says that you're gonna get bopped and you're gonna like it. And if you don't want to, then don't ride my ride. So I'm just gonna put a sign that just says like you're gonna get touched. The concept with walking the trails is that you have a little more feasibility, but for the hayride, I mean, it can get boring to some people if you're just sitting there and like waiting for something to kind of attack you. So it's like, yeah, I'm using the word bopped because we use the pool noodles.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, dude, you know, Morgan, like, dude, I bopped him with a freaking pool noodle, like, relax, you know? Yeah, so it's not actually like violence because they're not hitting you with anything that's scary. So, all right, moving on.
Okay. My name is Lindy. The state of Florida recognizes me as a licensed cosmetologist. That means professionally I can put makeup on people. My techniques are very experimental. I DIY the crap out of my makeup. So if Amanda, can I borrow you please? If you'd like to take a look at what we did tonight, I've been trying out for the infestation scare zone a concept of a spider coming out of someone's eyeball. If Amanda would like to look towards the audience, this is a concept we're currently working on. So really everything I like to do is DIY, but with DIY there's a caveat to it. Sometimes it takes more time versus if you get like a store-bought prosthetic with spider legs already coming out of it. So something about being a makeup artist, and especially sometimes there's only one of me, sometimes there's two, maybe three. I don't know if we've ever had three people, maybe two.
I think 2's our max.
Yeah, so what my time here usually looks like is, okay, how can I work with this cool concept? How can I do it fast? And how can I do it on a lot of people? So sometimes it doesn't look the prettiest, but I'm going to make it look as cool as possible. What we did tonight is we have cotton balls and Q-tips painted black. And that's our spider. So thank you so much,
Oh,
Amanda.
that's real.
Yep. So DIY through and through. That's what we love to do.
Tell her to stay away from me.
I'm very, very grateful to Jaden because I've been begging him, I feel like for the past year and a half, maybe 2 years, to let me do a scare zone. That took a lot of trust on his part, especially since Fearville is his baby. And I have a lot of wacky ideas which Mac can relate to with his Shelter 17.
Dang it.
Shelter 16. Zombies in a campsite. Very niche. I love it. My first initial scare zone idea, Jaden said maybe next year. So we're going to save that for a surprise for later. So maybe next year.
It's pretty wacky. That's why I keep putting it off.
Yes.
I'm like, should we do that?
So we had to come to a conclusion on what this year could be, and we both liked bugs. But we had to make it kind of weird. So how can you make bugs a little more weird? Oh, let's make them mutated bugs. Okay, what's a story we can put behind it? Something we can really connect on is, I think something with Fearville in general, we love a story-driven haunt. We want you to know why our characters are here, what we're trying to tell you throughout the haunt. We want you to feel the atmosphere. And so with the scare zone, basically a meteor hit this farm and these bugs are going crazy. They're aggressive, they're radioactive. It's gonna be nuts. And I hope to be able to use the natural scenery to its full advantage. And yeah, it's gonna get DIY the crap out of it. So that's my plan, and I hope my ambitions aren't too high, and I look forward to working with everyone, and I'm very grateful to do it.
Does anyone have questions? Sorry.
We'll go to that.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Well, hello everybody. My name's Mac, like mac and cheese. The state of Florida recognizes me as a freak weirdo. In truth, I've been at Fearville since the beginning. I've been friends with Jaden for a long time. I knew DK for a while as well, a little bit before doing this. So this is kind of my home. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of y'all who showed up tonight. You guys are the true freakiest people. Like, you're very dedicated. I say that with many compliments in it. Because we're competing against the big boys, really. You know, the state of Florida is like, I think isn't it number 1 in Haunt World?
Ohio's 1. Florida's up there.
We don't count
somewhere
Ohio.
in the top 5. Somewhere.
But at any rate, we have Halloween Horror Nights and Hallow Scream, and we have Sir Henry's, and we have Scream Again. We have a lot of competition, but I say competition lightly because let's be real, we still go to it. We enjoy all of this stuff, so it's not like we're not supporting them, but we appreciate you all supporting us. Thank you. Yeah, you're applauding for yourself, really. I guess the question is, you know, what was my childhood like? That's a great question. The truth is, like, I'm a child at heart, you know? I have the heart of a young boy. It's in a jar on my desk. But really, like, you see me walking around like an idiot growling at you, and, like, I have a blast doing it. I have a lot of fun. My primary goal is not... It is to scare you, I suppose, because we are a scary event. But really, it's to entertain you. Because I realize that after you get that initial scare, you start laughing. So I feel like there's a blend between horror and comedy. And I try to lean into that. So if I act a little goofy, that's intentional. First year, I was in the asylum being some kind of nonsensical, whatever I was, in some kind of hospital gown. I was the fish guy for the hayride, if you were there all the years ago. I was the zombie at the Shelter 16 campsite, and then last year I was the Baphomet demon priest. And this year I get to be probably some crazy hillbilly guy. Maybe I get a chainsaw? We'll talk about it. We'll have a meeting. But I'm excited, you know, for what the future holds. I've been doing this my whole life, really, scaring people. I remember when I was a little kid, there was a haunted house in my grandma's neighborhood, and there was this guy who played the Hunchback, and he didn't break character. And so that's kind of how I treat it. I try not to break character. I don't try to go on my phone or take my mask off or drink water, and I probably should. But, you know, I'm dedicated. I treat it like Disney World, and, you know, hopefully you all enjoy it, or at least you go, that was really weird. And that's also intentional. So thank you for showing up, and we're glad you're here.
I just like to say that Halloween is my least favorite holiday until they started this.
They converted him.
Well, it's my, I don't know, I'm a businessman, so this is my favorite event.
That's fair.
I just realized, I kind of just passed my calendar to them. Some of you may not even know who I am because I didn't introduce myself. I am Jaden Bush, so I am the, I don't even know what title I'd give myself. Owner, operator, creator, lead creator, founding father, design person of Fearville Haunts. So I usually focus most of my energy on the main haunt, though I do help out with like hayride props and stuff like that, and I do some other things. Most of my energy goes into the main haunt and just conceptual design. I bounce a lot of ideas back and forth off of DK, some that he absolutely hates, and he's like, absolutely not. And then some that he loves, and then we just keep bringing back every year. So yeah, that is basically who I am. And Fearville it's kind of Mac who got me involved with Fearville, funny enough.
Sort of my fault.
Because it is sort of his fault. Because our friend Austin Spicer knew DK before he probably knew him before Mac knew him, right? Yeah, and so DK originally asked Austin to do the haunt because DK wanted to do a haunt event, and Austin's into filmmaking and stuff, so he was curious if he would know a route to go with that. And then Austin passed it over to Mac because Mac's been doing home haunts. I started off as home haunts too. I think we both started in like 2013, 2012, when we were little kids, not knowing what we were doing. So we are still little kids who don't know what we're doing. Yeah, exactly. we were even worse back then. Yeah, so then Mac passed it to me because Mac, I know he can speak on this a little more. He's really passionate about haunting, but he likes it more as a hobby. Whereas he knew in the past, for many years, I had mentioned like turning it into a business. I just didn't know where to start. And so it was really just a wonderful thing that happened where I didn't even plan on it. It was actually my 10th year of doing a haunted house at my house. And I had told the people who had always come to my haunted house at the house, next year's going to be big. We're doing something crazy because this is the 10th year. We're going to do some big transformation. And then I left the neighborhood and they never saw it again. But that's because the big transformation just so happened to be Fearville, which I didn't even know was the case at the time. I didn't find that out until the year after that. And I was like, listen, 10 years, I think it's time to join and actually do it at like a cool venue and actually like get into this with other people. And to mention other people, as you can see, there's wonderful people on the stage here. We have such a big team of other amazing Fearville people that I don't want to wipe them under the rug just because they're not here tonight. We have so many other amazing people too. Chloe Adair usually does our scenic art. All the art and all the designs you've seen for all the haunts in the past, like the big clown facade in 2023, all the paintings on the walls, all the distressing and detailing, and actually all the costuming for all the characters too, is done by her. She's been with Fearville since 2022 as well. She just couldn't make it tonight because she's starring in Grease at Francis Wilson Playhouse, so she's having some fun over there. And then also, way back there in the back, we have Ryan Mock. If you can see him, he was a pig earlier walking around. Ryan's been with us since 2023. And Ryan is a scare actor, and he's so dedicated. He shows up every single night, even when he doesn't want to be here. He's like, I'm here. And he shows up every night. Like, even today, I'm like, I'm doing a halfway to Halloween event. He's like, do I gotta go? And I'm like, you can if you want to. And then he just showed up anyway. So Ryan is very dedicated. And I think that's a big thing with a lot of the Fearville team. There's just so many dedicated people who just love doing it. You saw Amanda earlier. Amanda's dedicated. Amanda was here. Amanda was actually new last year. And Amanda was here every single night last year as well. And it can get pretty tiring, especially Amanda was a slider, as Amanda's doing tonight. So sliding on the ground back and forth like that, it can get tiring. So just such a huge dedicated team of people who help with Fearville. And then we do have, like I mentioned, some people who come on every so often, a couple nights, and help out with other things. Like Lindy's had some other makeup artists work with her in the past. So it's a very good team of people who's really passionate and dedicated to it. But at this time, now that you all know who we are and these weirdos that you're looking at, if anyone has any questions about anything at all, now is your time to speak up or forever hold your peace.
We're taking some spooky photos now.
Look, I don't even know if you're taking them. Are you taking them?
I love it. And they got scare actors all over. So this is your time to take photos, so we're taking advantage of it. And the people that I'm with are like me. I love taking photos. I love scare actors as long as they don't scare me. So we're gonna walk around and take some photos.
Somebody, it'll get the picture will get passed around.
All this smoke. Call the fire department. What in the world? No. Those are the kind of people you stay away from. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I do love the chandeliers.
Oh, they do have them up, yeah, and they were lit up last year. They're so spooky.
They'll come back into June.
I don't know what it was. It's just last year with them all, it just looked so creepy. Oh my gosh, here we go. Dang it, I'm going the other way. I don't want to be followed. Dang it. Look at the... There you have it, guys. That was the Fearville halfway to Halloween celebration at DK Farms in Largo. It was a really good time. I was so tired I did not do any outro, which is unlike me, but I had a 2-hour drive back home. But I just want to say thank you to Jaden and the rest of the team there at Fearville for inviting us out. It was a really cool event, spooky fun. Lots of photo ops, lots of Easter eggs, and I don't know, overall I really liked the showcase of what's coming for this haunt season, and just to get to know the creative team better. The question and answers, everything was just really cool. I loved it, and I'm super excited. I went last year, like I said at the beginning of this video, and I was blown away. I mean, this isn't just a place you're going to go for like a half hour. They have the hayride, scare zone, a walk through haunt. They also have like miniature golf and bull rides, the mechanical bull if you're into that. But yeah, a little bit of everything. They had a bar. I mean, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to go back. I'm super excited. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment and let me know if you're going to check it out this year. Hopefully I will see you at the event. Bye, so forever. Let's see you later. So how's your eye doing? Okay. Adorable.
Oh, eating my dress already. And my dress, okay.
We're gonna scare Jim. I'm gonna stand there just casually.
Did you get some?
We've got like a nitbit.
The weather's nice today too. No.
I scared the wrong person.
I think you did get him a little bit. I'm super excited because I don't know what's coming. Last year was super scary. Oh,
In the video.
yes. I was just saying last year was scary. This year is going to be top notch, right? I have a feeling. Especially if you're going to be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're not going to bring your friends though, it's just you, right? Oh, I'm not going to
I'm not allowed to bring them. Are you telling me what I can't do? What's wrong with you?